From ABC News, this is Good Morning America. Now from Times Square in New York, weekend anchors Bill Weir and Kate Snow.
Thank you, Marty. Well, the holidays have come and gone, and chances are you're in need of a vacation, aren't we all? So where can you go without it costing a fortune and without having that been there, done that feeling? Well, joining me now is Heidi Mitchell. She is editor-in-chief of Town & Country Travel Magazine with some great places off the beaten path, some good bargains. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so let's start with skiing. People might think west for skiing, but you've got a great place, and I'm an upstate New York girl, so this is close to my heart.
Well, you probably know it then, Whiteface Lodge, which is a new resort upstate in Lake Placid in that area. It's about 10 minutes from town. They held the Olympics there twice, 1932 and 1980, and so all of the stuff is left over, the bobsleds, the tobogganing, the ski jumps. So you can do all those things, you know, act like a real athlete, and then stay in this really luxurious new kind of Adirondack camp that's, it's huge, it's all made out of timber, it's very romantic and rustic, really cozy, great
I've done the bobsled, by the way. I can vouch for the bobsled there.
Too scary.
Really scary, like a giant roller coaster, really fun. Okay, well, that's a great idea. And then next up, wine country, but not where you would think of, not Napa Valley.
Right, Napa Valley comes to mind first, but the Willamette River Valley in Oregon is really an up-and-coming region. It's always been producing wines maybe for a couple decades now, but the Pinots now are being voted some of the best in the country. And the valley starts just 30 minutes south of Portland, so you can fly to Portland, stay at maybe the Ace Hotel, really hip boutique hotel for $95 a night.
That's in Portland, right?
Right in Portland, and then if you just drive 30 miles south, and you'll hit the first winery, I think it's Archery Summit. They're amazing wineries that you can stay at the Black Walnut Inn, which is a sort of Tuscan-style B&B, $200 a night. You're right in the heart of wine country.
So
yep, you can do a whole
I've been to that one. I've been to that area too.
Wow,
I can vouch
you
for
get
that. Well, I not to the rest of these. So now that we're going to go overseas, and I cannot vouch for these, but they sound fantastic. You're talking about the Caribbean, but a place that people might not think of, a little off the beaten path.
Turks and Caicos is really the next hot destination in the Caribbean. You can get there direct from as far west as Dallas, be on the beach before noon. And the way that they've done the development there is they've confined all of the kind of mass market tourism travelers to one island, Grand Turk. And so the rest of the islands have really gotten a kind of luxury feel. So you can stay at Regent Palms with your family. The kids stay free for about $300-something a night. Beaches Resort is there. It's probably one of their best resorts. It's right on Grace Bay, and it's $500 a night for a family of 4, including everything. So it's really, really good value, and the flights are really inexpensive.
And you said you could be on the beach by noon.
You can take an 8 a.m. flight.
That's key right there. Okay, and then back to the old world, maybe back to Ireland for a vacation.
Well, you know, Ireland was seeing this amazing growth in the 90s, about 7% a year. So all that money, a lot of it had been reinvested back in the country. So we're now seeing places beyond just the golf resorts in Dublin, and in the south is a town called Cork, which they like to be County Cork, Ireland, right? And they like to be thought of as sort of, you know, the real Irish people, and you know, they have amazing pubs, and the main thoroughfare, Patrick Street's been really revamped, and you can walk down and go shopping. And there's an incredible hotel there called the Capella Castle Martyr that just opened. It's next to a 1,000-year-old ruin, and it's built in a 17th century manor house on 200 acres. It's about $220 a night.
Fabulous.
So incredible.
Real quick, if you want to get far away, you say Laos.
Laos. You've probably not been to Laos, but it's sort of like imagine Thailand 50 years ago. It's landlocked, so it really didn't get a ton of attention from backpack travelers and beachgoers, so it really stayed undeveloped. And if you think of sort of French colonial with really amazing old temples and monks on the street in their saffron robes asking for alms, and great French cuisine and traditional kind of spicy Laotian cuisine, great textiles, good shopping, and it's so affordable. The La Résidence Pouvac is owned by the Orient Express Company, and it's about $250 a night, which is, you know, a third of the price of what you would get, here in the States.
All right, Heidi Mitchell, let's get our plane ticket. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.